Hey everybody, Sleeve in Bear, Delaware. And before we get this party started, you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, and comment below. Let me know you have subscribed. Folks, again, we are in Bear, Delaware. And I can't bear to see what I'm going to show you. It's, well, first off, I decided to do some supermarket checkouts. Found some really neat ones. In fact, spoiler alert, I actually went to one store and it was supposed to be closed, as in out of business. And I got there literally as they are winding down. And I'm glad we got there before they were wound down for good. And so you got to stay tuned to find out which store that is. But now I'm going to a store that is out of business. Well, out of business with the exception of 3 locations in America. What? You think it's Kmart? Well, here's another hint. Many of these locations used to have hot and ready. I wouldn't call it pizza. But it's hot and it's ready. You still think it's Kmart? Okay, third clue. When birds would fly over it, they would say, cheap, cheap. Come on, we all remember those jokes back in the day. Come on. Yes, it's a Kmart. Well, used to be. So, without further ado, man, I sound like a YouTuber, man. Those people are weird. I fit in, of course. Let's check this out. And this here is the front. Does not look like your normal Kmart. Kind of blends in with the rest of the shopping center, though. And there's, of course, the garden center. I think we'll check there first. But there's a humongous parking lot. I mean, you could probably build a couple buildings to yourself, room for parking. But there's a furniture store here. A shop right that away. I'm not really going to check out the ShopRite. It's owned by the same people that own a ShopRite have already checked out, and I wasn't a big fan of their donuts. Give me Zales or even Ammons. Exhaust leak. But this here, it still has power, so it definitely has security, so don't do anything stupid, people. I know a bunch of us were at the Middlesex Middlesex McDonald's, and because that people got in there and did some things they shouldn't have done. Again, we don't condone that. Retail geeks and abandoned explorers do not condone vandalism or breaking and entering. Those are bad. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. But here's the prison yard, hashtag ready for Eddie. And, of course, sad to see these places go, but when they do, they do. There's only 3 left in the United States. I know there's more outside the lower 48, but we're just counting the ones that are still around. We're poked our hand in the prison yard here. And I don't think this location had an auto center. And the reason I'm saying it, because we're looking around the back here, and there is no no garages, if you will, plus the revision for them. Looks like people have tried to get in here. People, if it ain't meant to be, it ain't meant to be. All right? Don't force your way in where you're not supposed to be. That's a good way to give us all a bad name. And this must have been loading dock area. And we're not going to go too far back here. We're going to try to go towards the front. Take some looks at the front here. Take some looks at the front. But again, folks, people are... Looks like they're trying to pull down fences. Again, people, you know, we do not ever, encourage destruction. And it's right out in the sea. So that probably was the loading area. Let's see what it says here. No public access, authorized personnel and vehicles only. Violators will be prosecuted. Let me just try to translate that into 2 words. No trespassing. So don't try to get inside here. Right. Gonna look around the front and see if we get a good view through the windows of the sales floor. And someone did try to get in. Honestly, I would not try that. As much as I'd like to revisit my childhood past of shopping in Kmart, I don't think I'd want to break laws in the process of doing it. Besides, folks, if it ain't meant to be, it ain't meant to be. But we're going to take a look, see at the front doors here, and try to see if we find some label scar. That's always pretty cool. Alright. This is clearly, again, the garden center front, and they have not taken the Kmart labeling off, but obviously, if I remember exactly, somewhere about here is where the garden center signage would have been. I can still see some of the holes. And like most Kmarts, this place is humongous. Why was Kmart so huge? I mean, I remember some of the Kmarts I've been to in my younger days when they were still open were these gargantuan places. Amazing. And now I hear that the one in Miami is only holding down the former garden center area, while At Home takes over the rest. Well, At Home, if I'm not mistaken, is also Eddie Lambert. That's the another sister company. I guess he wants to transition. Personally, I like to see him go, and I like to see the Australians who've been doing a bang-up job with their Kmarts run the Kmarts here. Now, see some ceiling has come down a bit, probably water damage, and you see the mess it left behind. See where the payphones used to be. Yes, believe it or not, we used to actually have to go to payphones instead of having a phone in our pocket. And kids, in case you're wondering, no, those phones did not have apps on them. Yeah, looks like either there's been water damage, which I'm thinking it probably is, or someone's been in here trying to mess with it. Man, I don't think they have some lights on. I'm not sure we can see inside here. I know you see this fat guy, trying to look through. Hello. Oh boy, pretty well Messed up in there, and don't think we can see inside there. I think we're gonna see all we can see. But I did see it's pretty well empty in there. You can't really tell, but I can even see where the Little Caesars Hot and Ready used to be. But yeah, it's falling apart and just sitting there being unused. Ain't that a shame? Well, folks, that's going to do it for us here in Barre, Delaware at the Governor Square Kmart. And if you like what you see on the channel, you know what to do. Of course, like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, tell a friend. Stop at some abandoned places along your drive. You never know what you're going to find. Have a great day out there, and I will see you on the next video. I can't believe I got in this place.